I can't believe they made this movie. I can't believe this exists as we get closer and closer to election month. But anyway, The Apprentice stars Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump, Jeremy Strong, Martin Donovan as Trump's father Fred, Maria Baklavo as Trump's first wife Ivana. Dude, this is like so sudden. Like this is so random. I remember I read an article. Like dude, I was watching I was watching I don't want to dive into too much politics, but I was paying attention to the news and I was listening to the news. All right, let's leave it at that. And and yeah, there were some politics involved. Um and then I read an article on Google that they're making a Donald Trump like biopic, a biographical like film about his life, about his career that examines Donald Trump's career as a real estate businessman in New York in the 1970s and 1980s, as well as his relationship with lawyer Roy Cohn. Um, and I was like, this is like so random. I'm like, is this really happening? I showed the trailer to my dad, and my dad, he listens to the news. He listens to the news. He watches, like, he pays attention to the news. Whatever's like happening on the news, he pays attention to it. And whether it's political, whether it's, police, legal authority, or weather, or whatever, he pays attention and he listens to all of that. So I showed him this, and he was shaking his head, like, this is so stupid. I can't believe this. My dad said that. My dad said, I showed him the trailer, and that's what he said. And yeah, I feel the same. Jesus Christ, I can't believe this movie exists. And like election month, and this movie is coming out like. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Okay, Tuesday, November 5th. Tuesday, November 5th is election day. Is election day. Okay, and this movie came out like a month before. Like a month before election. But anyway, whatever. Whatever. This is a movie, so let's watch it. All right. I thought Sebastian Stan's as Donald Trump was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I love Sebastian Stan. They were, beyond, and just impersonation, and they really captured the essence of the man. Um, but there were a few times where I don't know, like when I see Sebastian Stan, I only see I only see like Bucky, Bucky, the Winter Soldier from the MCU Marvel movies. But, Sebastian, I felt like he did his best, with what he was given. And he really had a chance. The Apprentice, this film, gave Sebastian Stan a chance to shine in a very simplistic yet entertaining uh, way in this world of a young, playing a young Donald Trump. Um, yeah, like the film really does examine the rise of winners and losers thinking in American life and cynicisms of the Nixon years to the rise of corporate greed during the Reagan presidency in the 1980s. So it really does examine all that, and you see that. You see that, or you feel that, or you feel that presence when you're watching this film. Um, I didn't know, like, this is the Donald Trump movie that I never thought I needed. It's full of compassion and feelings, and yet there's a lot of analysis. There's a lot of analysis in this film. Um, yeah, like it showcases so much. It showcases two incredible, amazing performances by Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong. You know, I oh man, and it's funny because after I watched the trailer, I like the next day or like sometime later, I read another article about Donald Trump himself, his opinion, his thoughts of this movie and the trailer. And of course, he described the film, and I quote, as a cheap deformity and politically disgusting hatchet job. And Donald Trump described those involved it as human scum. So pretty much the cast and the crew is what he's describing as human scums. And I'm like, of course, that sounds so much like Donald Trump. Of course, the Donald Trump would say something like that. It makes perfect sense. But yeah, I really did enjoy this movie. I thought to myself, I don't know what to expect, but I was like, I walked out of this movie thinking, it was actually really good. It was really good, and I thought that I was expecting this movie to be like mediocre, like whatever type of movie, but no, it's actually really good. The performances, the direction, the writing, it's especially the writing and the casting and, the acting performances, both of them were really great. Um, yeah, there's really nothing more I can say about The Apprentice, guys. Thank you so much for taking time to listening to my review, my thoughts of, on The Apprentice. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.